matchup, and I do like this more because he does have more of a neutral tool against the character.
Yeah, and you know, they're good friends, so they're going to be able to just, you know, go and play and just have a great time as well. But this great time is starting off very competitive right now. Synnister doing a good job of getting this damage going.
Yeah, overextended a little bit with that down tilt to Tatsu right there. As I say, get into the up tilt jab into the Shoryu right there. Gonna take the first stock, that's what I mean. Both of these characters just have a lot of ways of killing each other, one way or another.
Yeah, and Synnister doing a great job at just keeping this momentum going. Far Cry in terms of what was going on against the Jackal set, but in general, we'll see if Yeast will be able to turn things around.
Yeah, trying to go for that up air mock punch right there, but barely being able to miss right there. Not sure if that would have even killed right there, honestly, since Ryu a bit on the heavier side with all that beef he's got over there.
This is small battlefield, however, so things will be killing earlier no matter what.
That is true to consider, but as we're saying, the Synnister with a huge lead right now. Like, even if Yeast gets his stock, he's got another stock to worry about with a healthy amount of percentage, so.
And,
falling out of it, unfortunate drop from Yeast right there. I'd be a little tight at that myself, but as we see, the hard jab almost killing right there. And it does kill. Just need to do it one more time, and it works out for him right there. Will he get the frupper right here? Yes, he does, catching him lacking right there. I think even if he focused, there are multiple hits on that, so would have went through.
Indeed, and now Synnister, you know, still in quite the advantage right now. Yeast has quite the mountain to go up against, but hitting quite a bit of damage is Yeast.
Yeah, like I said, Brawler is one of those characters that once he gets a solid hit or two, just takes either a lot of damage or will kill you. So Synnister still got to be a little careful, but as I'm saying, that is taking my advice of being careful, just laying back, throwing the fireballs, and whenever he gets a little too close, gets a solid hit or two. Just like that right there, the jab into Shoryu will take the first game off of Yeast.
I wonder what they're saying.
I wish I were good at reading lips, but unfortunately I am not. So, chat, any suggestions?
But yeah, I definitely feel like these two play against each other all the time. So I don't know if this is like, you know, they're not keeping it as competitive as it should be, or if Synnister is just really getting back into the heat of things.
I feel like it is a bit of both. They're taking it seriously, but even they can realize they can have a laugh when it's all said and done, as they both have done. Regardless of who wins or loses, has done really well to make it into this top three in this relatively stacked fusion.
Yes, and Yeast doing a great job right now of getting things started with momentum, but Synnister going to be able to pull things back from Yeast's hands, getting back air, but not going to be able to kill just yet.
Yeah, nairing through the fireball, that is some interesting counterplay, as the nair has a lot of priority.
Ooh, this is a scary situation, but Synnister is going to be the one to come out, you know, actually in a good situation, as these Tatsu is going to be coming out for Synnister.
Yeah, that Tatsu is just about as strong as the Shorty right there, so we will take that indeed. And similar to last game, taking the first stock and also taking a lot of extra credit right now. Yeah. Let's see if Yeast can finally take this first stock off quicker than the last one. And the Tomahawk Mock Punch, Ryu even saying what at that scenario as he takes the first stock right there.
Yeah, and now Synnister starting to lose momentum just a little bit. Yeast getting things going with this damage and going to be able to get up there into getting the thrupper. But
and Ryu with his own frupper right there with the Shoryu can, taking that second stock off Yeast right there.
Yep, and now it's still up to Synnister to get this next game, but you know, Yeast getting the momentum back throughout this game. Hopefully we'll see Yeast get things going, and not getting up is Synnister, so just going to throw out the Mach Punch.
Yeah, catching him lacking right there. I'm surprised it was able to reach that deep right there, but we will take those from Yeast right there, as he's got to rank up this damage quick and fast, and he is doing it with these suplexes right now.
Yeah, each one racking up good damage, 20 each, and they're making sure that this damage is coming in,
good, but not getting the right DI on it and being able to air dodge also. Tried to go for a shield break setup. I'm surprised he would go for that. I guess trying to catch him lacking right there.
Good up the out of shield,
and
caught him
another
lacking.
one to send him up flying. 1-1 right now from these two.
Yeah, I feel like things are starting to get a little bit more serious right now. Both players realizing what's at stake, and they're now getting things going for both of against both of each other, just really setting precedent for how the rest of the set will go.
Absolutely. Both want to prove each other to make it into grand finals to fight the mighty Jackal, but we'll see what happens here in game 3. And I think we've been staying small battlefield, correct me if I'm wrong, the whole set, right?
I believe so, and you know, for good reason. Both characters do really well on this stage, killing very early, and you know, I feel like the neutral isn't bad. While Ryu is a character that likes to be back just a little bit more, there's still just so much that he can do with that fireball on both platforms. But
yeah, but they're saying that fireballs aren't going to matter if you're going to be tossed up in the air like that first stock right there.
Yeah, so not a good situation for Synnister to be in. Yeast getting more damage on this board, getting more with this damage, but running into the Tatsu is Yeast. Gonna be sent into a little bit of a tumble.
Oh, but I like that bait. The jab one to bait the frame free out of shield option, and then punishing him after that with the jab short. You'll love to see that right there.
Yeah, and this good damage coming in for Synnister, hopefully, but no, Yeast gonna
Might
be able to get
yes,
it.
It is getting the right hits he needs to take him to his last stock right now.
A little bit of a flub there, but still Synnister gonna be able to get some damage going. Yeast starting to get a little bit antsy here, starting to throw out a little bit of unsafe stuff and getting punished for it.
Yeah, just taking these throws right now like it is Street Fighter. It is building him up a little rage, so you gotta wonder what this is gonna do to Yeast once he gets a good hit or two, as he is with these suplexes right here.
Yeah, and these suplexes are doing wonders for the damage. That shield's looking mighty small.
Yeah, as we see that. Oh, the jump Tatsu, probably a bit of a misinput right there, but he will survive that regardless. So, trying to go into the nair and up tilt, but the up tilt in the wrong direction. The twa right there with that up smash right there. Gonna take him to his last stock right now.
Yeah, and we're back into the best of 5 territory, so both players still have a game to work with if they lose this one. But, you know, I feel like the momentum is going to be heavily in the favor of whoever takes it.
Absolutely. Both are just kind of trading hits with each other, but as I'm saying that, Yeast falling out of that, whether that was SDI or just falling out of it. I like that focus there to focus him out of the frupper right there. I feel like frupper would have worked in that scenario instead of Mach Punch, but let's see if that costs him or not. Okay, gonna get the Shoryu, but is gonna be the sour spot though. I don't even think sweet spot would have killed right there.
But
strong down tilt the Tatsu right there. Being barely able to survive right there.
What a bait.
Once
that
again,
was a strong bait.
Yeah, once again baiting him with that. He did it twice. Great awareness from Synnister right there, being able to take game 3 right there.
Yeah, that was definitely a far cry from the first game, but this is much more back and forth. Both players playing really well, but clutching it when it matters, and Synnister just clutching it right at the end. Perfect timing to be able to get the game.
Yeah, as we see here, we are going into game 4, same stage, same players. As we see here, going to be getting some good hits so far. Yeast with the suplex right there. Getting him out of the shield with that frupper too, and that unsafe option.
And another side B coming out. Both players trying to play for damage right now, and Synnister finally getting things going getting some damage of his own.
Yeah, evening things up right there. Both are looking for that next solid hit right now. Getting an F-throw, just tossing him off that stage. As we see here, getting that red fireball right there, the shakunetsu as they call it. As we see here. What is he going to do with this ledge, though? This is a scary scenario. Naring right through that ledge pressure, though. Not carrying. Not going to be able to get the Tatsu right there. Will this be able to kill? Yes, it does. Just barely right there with the rage right there. Great stuff from Yeast right there.
Really clean. And Synnister needs to get this stock relatively soon, or else these side Bs are going to come in and dealing more and more, piling things up. But we'll see if Synnister is just going to be able to bait things out a little bit better. But not so much yet.
Yeah, the thing about me Brawler side B is that it's not really gonna kill ever, but it does deal a lot of damage and it pressures you into like not shielding, which is what me Brawler wants because he wants to get those nairs, he wants to get those landing up airs in order to deal the actual damage he wants to. So
yeah, for sure. And finally, Synnister going to be able to take the stock, but 96% to 0. This is one good up B away from death right now.
As he tried to do right there, overcommitting a little bit, but nothing much to worry about as he doesn't get punished for that.
Trying to get that up smash off the parry punish, but a little too slow. Not going to be able to get anything going just yet. Synnister at ledge, but good up B. Not going to kill just yet either, though.
Yeah, Ryu. Bit on the heavier side when it comes to the weight class right there. And that is going to be useful in this matchup against a character like me Brawler. Yeah, he's been trying to go for these shield breaks, but he's not falling for any of them, being able to react. Getting a little too overzealous on these fruppers, though, and it might cost him the set if he doesn't stop.
Yeah, and barely getting out of that is Yeast, so going to be able to survive a little bit longer potentially, while Synnister with all this rage, but still very close to death.
And this is something about me Brawler, without like a frupper or like a raw mock punch or raw attack, he doesn't really have kill confirms anymore. He doesn't really have like down throw frupper or anything like that, unfortunately, so he's going to have to rely on a raw kill move. And down tilt to Tatsu will take Yeast to potentially a set stock if he doesn't keep up. Efro should not kill right there. Ryu is heavy.
Yeah, heavy enough, but not heavy enough to live there. Finally, evening things out is Yeast. And finally getting more damage, going to be able to get a lead going. Synnister answering back with damage of his own, thankfully.
Yeah, absolutely, but as I say that, Synnister getting all the hits he needs to rank up to that one kill he needs. That jab could have been it right there, but not committing to it, unfortunately, right there. And Yeast will take that, getting a suplex in, solid 20. But the jab shorty will do it. Game 4 going to Synnister and taking that set right there. A close 3-1 right there.
Very close. Both